All right, and we are live. Welcome to the Morning Adventure live chat with me, Jen Swift, and my bestie. Oops.
Am- Amy Romeo, that's me. I thought we called it Coffee and Crafts. Now I'm
It is
confused.
like, no, it's Coffee and Crafts like during the year, but I
Oh, okay.
rebranded it for the summit. So
Oh,
now it's
okay.
the Morning Adventure live chat.
Oh, that's so cute. I wish I had known that as the person that writes all the emails.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, every once in a
Whoopsie.
while I do something like off the rails and I forget. It's like 11 o'clock at night and I kind of forget to tell you about
This
it.
morning
So
I was so happy. I wrote Coffee and Crafts. I made it bold. I
you
did a
did.
color. Yeah. It's okay.
I think the YouTube thing though, like the thumbnail, I think it does say morning
Okay.
adventure maybe.
Oh,
So
everyone's saying good morning to
I was gonna
us.
say,
Oh,
did
there's
anybody show
Penny.
up? It's
Yeah.
day 3.
Penny, Corey is asking, how are you feeling, Jen?
I'm
How's your cold?
still, honestly, it hasn't been that bad as far as like physical things, but I really
Mhm.
do feel like my brain is. I mean, let's be honest, it's kind of like iffy anyways, like remembering things and squirreling. So I just feel
You
like
said
I'm
it,
even
not me.
less on target than I was.
You said it, not me. Oh, Christina's listening to the rain. That sounds nice. It's nice and
It
sunny here.
does.
It's not as sunny as it was for you yesterday. Remember you had all that sunlight coming in?
Yeah, I tried to like readjust my blinds so it's not
Mm-hmm.
quite as sunny, but I also really tried to like really like shut them hard so that we don't have quite as much. But yesterday was really sunny and I just couldn't keep it out. Yeah,
Yeah.
nice to have that.
Looking to see. Yeah, so before we forget, speaking of squirrels, Esther, every time we get off the chat, we both say, "Oh my gosh, we forgot to talk about the giveaways." So Esther reminded us. So we do have VIP pass winners to announce, and we will get to that. But so don't let us forget, okay?
Okay,
Because
so
we
let me
need
explain the giveaway since I set it up. So basically, Amy and I
oh,
wanted to do like some cool thing where every single day we announce our giveaway winners and it's going to be awesome. And so we're giving away 3 VIP passes every day. So we've already given
mhm.
away how many, but I don't know that anyone's actually like know that we gave them away yet because we
Surprise!
kind of surprise. So we're actually like so we pulled in our Susan, who is our tour operator and amazing. And so she's actually organizing it now, and she's gonna start like contacting all the winners. So you might have already won and not known it.
You might be
So
a
we,
winner, but you just have no idea.
yes, because we had 5 giveaways or 5 for the kickoff, and then 3 for
Right.
each day. So yeah, and then I have to say, so basically the link is in the YouTube description. And yesterday we had an issue where the YouTube description got erased. So I think like, but anyways, it's the same link. You just go to there and it's gonna like start up, and then after, so it's not going right now. It's like before the live starts, and then after the live start or ends, I will go and put up the next day one
Hmm.
today because I didn't actually get it done. But usually I try to like make it go so that you can do it.
Okay. I'm
So
confused. I heard want description want. So they need to go to the description and just enter the giveaway. Is that right?
yes, that is it,
Okay.
except for today. What I'm trying to
Okay.
say is I don't know that the link is still working for today because it
Mm,
might have, yesterday's might have ended and I might not have started today's yet.
I see. I got you. Okay. All right. I
So
get it. I get it.
basically what happened is we have a special guest today and I
Oh,
forgot like what time it was that I had said that she should show up and talk to us. And so I was like showering, I was gonna go do the giveaway thing, and then I'm like, oh, and then by the way, too, guys, like 6 o'clock this morning, I'm like, shoot, I didn't do the UV resin, and I promised like that I would do it. And I'm like, okay, I
mm,
have a really good excuse. I'm sick. Things got away from me. We're running a summit, blah, blah, blah. But then I'm
right.
like, no, there's no excuses. So I actually did do.
Look at
so it's
you.
so it's like a brand new like thing, but and I like was messy, and I got like a little hole, like I filled in the hole. So this isn't. I'll have to drill that. And then I used what I had, which was actually a leftover blanks from the Cricut Craft Fest that I engraved.
Okay.
So they were ornaments.
Oh, yeah.
So the back of it's gonna look shiny, and then I just used the white part to put the resin on. So we'll
Well,
see.
it looks great. Do you know they make silicone stoppers for the holes? Like they make
I did
silicone
not
stoppers for
my
like earring
coffee.
holes.
Oh,
You know, so No, for the hole, like on ornaments, on those kind of blanks,
So that the stuff
so
doesn't
that
get in it?
the stuff doesn't get in it. Yeah, which is really cool. Let
Yeah.
me see.
It actually was
Just
pretty
going.
fun. I also forgot to.
Oh, it's so
I
good.
pulled out my torch that I had for creme brulee when I got married, and then never
Mhm.
used for creme brulee. And
Oh,
it still works. And so then I was all excited because I had a torch. I had my thing.
yeah.
I didn't have white, but I was gonna try unicorn stuff, and then I
Mhm.
didn't do that either. So, anyways, lots of stuff to play with today. So I want to know in the chat who else tried resin yesterday.
Yes.
As
And let's see. And Barbara is asking where to get the hole fillers. I will get the link, Barbara. But I think it's on this site I love called Resin Rockers. Resin Rockers.
resin rockers. Oh, I found
Resin
like I
Rockers.
sound like that sounds like some place I need to go spend lots of money.
It sounds fancy, right? I've bought them for earrings. So let me just make sure that they also have, but they sell all kinds of little stopper things.
Yeah. So, oh, Barbara says that she also filled in the hole in hers. So,
Yeah.
yep. And yes, there is a daily chance to win the VIP pass. Um, okay, yeah. All right. So lots of people are trying stuff. Catherine wants to try the resin but has bad lungs. How are the fumes? So there is fumes, and so it was good that I was watching Gina's video as I did it because I forgot that part. So you can just go outside. It's not a big setup, so it's like just this tiny little setup with this tiny little lamp, and so that's probably what I would recommend. I have done stuff out in my garage with the door open, but even then I feel like, well, then I might as well just be outside. So
Yeah.
that's if you don't have like, a setup and stuff like that.
So I just put a link. I don't know if you can see it because I don't know if I'm allowed to put links since I'm not hosting this YouTube live. So just let me know in the comments. Can you see a link I just put? It's for resinrockers.com and they are called silicone plugs.
Okay,
So
so
if you
it sounds
can't,
like several people did do resin.
yeah. Yeah. So, okay. So Diana says no link. Okay. So if you go to resinrockers.com and you just type in the search bar, type silicone plugs or just type plugs. I think it'll pop up.
So you guys,
Yeah.
this is the Cricut Adventure, but we all have life. Like we're doing life, right? So things happen. I have all these grand plans every morning at like 6 a.m. when I'm up. And as the day progresses, that like list, like I have to like really make it shorter and shorter and shorter. And it's just because life, it happens. So don't feel bad that we've got this adventure and there's all these things you want to do and try and you don't get to them. Because
Yeah.
again, anything that you do is good for your soul. Um, and
Absolutely.
honestly, just even thinking about things, if you're like a mom that's got like a bunch of kids and you're sitting in carpool, I feel like just even being able to think or watch a little bit of a video. Somebody mentioned that they watched our live at the doctor's office waiting room yesterday, and the doctor was late and she had no problem. And I think that was Brenda, Emily's mom. And so,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
she just was watching her live because, it's just a
Yeah.
little bit of extra in the margins of the day can go a long ways
Yes.
to
Yes.
make
And I've said
our lives
before how that's
fuller.
how, yeah, I've said before that's how I was able to stay a little bit crafty when my kids were really little. Just doing little tiny things throughout the day, even if it was just thinking about a project or like reading about a technique on a blog post or watching a YouTube video. So, yeah, just little tiny things every day keep you
You can't
creative.
necessarily go all in and get the stuff out and do it. It just doesn't actually work, you
Oh
know?
yeah, so duh, Alicia, yeah, UV resin. We can't take our UV resin outside because it sets in it
Oh,
cures in the
that's
sun.
smart.
Right. You
Yep,
can't even do UV resin near a light, a window.
that's
Or
right.
yeah. So yeah, duh.
So you have to
Okay.
do someplace dark, but you can get a mask. Or you can use
Yes.
regular resin.
Right. True.
Yeah, honestly, I've
Sorry
never
about
done
that.
this before, so that's obvious.
Yeah.
Don't
Sorry
listen to
about
me.
that. Okay. So, couple of things. Do you have your coffee mug, Jen?
I do.
Let me see.
It's the
So,
2024 one.
okay. So yesterday, so update.
2024.
Yesterday, remember how I begged you to make me one? And then I
Yeah.
just gave up
And
and I
I
went
said,
to,
yeah.
right. And then I went to
I didn't mean
Shutterfly.
it.
Remember I said I was going to go to Shutterfly and try and
Mm-hmm.
upload it. And then someone in the Facebook group asked about it. and then someone else in the Facebook group asked about it. So I just went to Shutterfly and I uploaded the art from the VIP pass to Shutterfly, and they're making me a mug. Now, it wasn't
Yay!
cheap. Yeah, and it's not coming till May 4th, which is a little bit. But anyway, so then more people were asking in the Facebook group about your mugs. Did you know that?
No, I didn't see it. And
Yeah.
I've been in the Facebook group. You don't always see things in Facebook.
So if someone doesn't have, and then I started thinking from my mug days, I know that you can make like a merch store, like a pop-up shop. So I made a little pop-up shop for the Cricut Crafting Adventure.
You did.
And I added mugs. I did.
No.
So
no, remember we had this conversation yesterday, and I said we don't have time to do that. Like next year.
Sorry.
You totally did it. You did it.
I know. I did it. It's really cool. So I put your mug, that one, in 15 ounce. That one is in white. It's 11 ounce, 15 ounce, and 20 ounce.
You did not.
It's so cool. So it's funny because it's slightly less expensive than Shutterfly, and Shutterfly is not coming till May 4th anyway. So this place like prints them for us and sends them out, and it takes like 10 days. But I mean, Shutterfly's May 4th. What's today? The 25th. So it's kind of the same thing.
Printful, right? Like I really want to do Printful because I feel like if you're doing Procreate and you're designing your own designs, like there's no, it's why not have another form of income coming in and just go ahead and print on demand. You don't need to have any of the supplies or anything.
Right. Yeah.
You totally did it.
Yeah. It's cool for crafters, and it's also cool for, people that have been admiring our mugs all year long. So I added the one that I did last year, which was not super fancy, but it has Jen's beautiful logo on the front, 2023. And then it has the little Bitmoji picture of me and Jen. I added that. And it's funny because it's the exact same mug. It's the 15 ounce one with the colored handle and the colored inside. Isn't that cool? So anyway, if anyone's interested in that, I have the link and I'll post it in our Facebook group a little later. Or you can get the mug art that Jen put in the VIP pass as the bonus, as one of her bonuses. And you can either make the mug yourself at home or you can send it off to Shutterfly. So isn't that funny?
That is so cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so anyway, can we do other things too? Like I kind of looked at that Printful, like kind of just checking it out before. And I watched a video on YouTube because I was thinking that this would be really fun for my second Procreate playbook, is to kind of, go beyond the Cricut stuff and really share some of the other things. And so I saw where you can put like yoga leggings and put your design on it, and it's like all over pattern. So I kind of want squirrel leggings.
That would be really funny. I love that. I was looking for pajama pants, but I didn't see any. They did have kind of some flowy pants, which I think would work as pajama pants. But yeah, you can do bikinis. Like, it's crazy all the stuff you can do in there.
Okay, so I did see too, they had a sports bra, and I'm like, I kind of just chuckled to myself. I'm like, oh my gosh, I could like be branded like head to toe, and it would be so funny.
I know, isn't that funny?
Oh my
so
gosh.
Anyway, I was very proud of myself for figuring that out. Because if I wait for you to make me a mug, it's going to be a while. Because you're busy.
Okay,
and I really want the 2024 mug.
All right, so just to clear it up in the chat and stuff, so the VIP pass giveaway that we're completely slacking on, the link is in this YouTube description. I'm like 99% sure, and it goes to a page where there's a button that says enter, which is probably not working right now because I slacked and have time blindness and didn't realize that our special guest was going to be waiting for me. So you guys can go to that after this. Give me 10 minutes and I'll have it ready to go.
Yes, Barbara says that your link does not work, but she still loves you. Yes.
Oh, thank you.
No, she didn't say that part.
Like,
I said that part.
Sorry. I was getting really excited. Like, everybody understands me and realizes like how hard I try, and yet still don't always quite reach where I want to be.
Okay. Yes, Barbara says she does love you, so it is true. We all love you. Yeah. So anyway, we get excited during the chats. We forget to talk about the giveaways. But we do. But we are pulling winners, and Susan, our amazing tour guide operator / summit coordinator, is contacting people via email. So check your email to see if you're a winner. And
Amy,
if you already have a VIP,
did you just send me the link to the mug in the?
I might I might have.
Okay. Let me look and see if I can add that to the chat.
All right, look. Yeah, look at them and see if you think they're cute.
Okay, well, actually, here, let's just do this. Oops,
Do you
that was
have it?
not.
Okay.
No.
I'm not allowed to post links. Yes, Catherine wants to see your squirrel PJs.
Wouldn't that be awesome?
I know. I love that. Yes, Rhonda, Susan is amazing. Susan is just the greatest thing ever.
Yeah, because we do. Both you and I are more creative. Well, you actually have a really good business sense. But me, I'm just kind of like the let's make pretty things girl. Instead of have you and then Susan kind of there to kind of back me up. I'll throw the crazy ideas out there and say, okay, how do we do this? And you'll be like, well, let's talk about it. So.
Right. And then Susan says, okay, if we're going to do this, these are the 7 steps that we need to do. And I've just done the first 5 of them. Would you like me to do steps 6 and 7? And we say, yes, please. And then it's all done. It's magic.
Okay.
So she's awesome.
Check this out, guys.
So,
oops, wrong one. Do you guys see it? All right.
Oh, it's so cute.
Oh my gosh, it's totally my mug.
I know, isn't that funny? Refresh the page because I adjusted some of the thumbnails. Oh, okay, maybe it just doesn't show in the Zoom. Isn't that cute? So on this one,
oh my gosh, it's so cute.
It's white and there's 3 size options. So if you want the big one that Jen has, it's the 15 ounce.
Okay, and there. This is for you guys. I dedicated this patch to you guys. It's our Cricut squirreling.
I can't wait to get mine. Anyway, I'm very proud of myself today for figuring that out. The merch store. Coming soon, squirrel yoga pants.
Okay.
Okay.
See, I'm trying to figure out actually. I lost my little thing where I can bring us back.
Okay, so what time is it, Jen? We should talk about today's events before we bring on our special guest.
There we go. Yes. Ooh, really quickly because.
And I have a hint. I have a hint of our special guest.
Okay, don't give. Last time you gave us the hint. Okay, so you can give the hint. Except, okay, just give the hint. Oh my gosh. Every time, I mean, I know we're in different states, but every time you do that, I feel like you're going to hit me over the head with it.
Okay, that's the hint. That's the hint. That's the only hint I have for you.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Okay, so now let's go ahead, and I'm going to bring up our slide for day 3.
Back to business. So day 3, today's Thursday, April 25th, and we have some really cool projects today. I think I'll go in order of the slides. Yes. Okay. Actually, wait.
No, because I mixed it up because I arranged these by color and how I think they look pretty together and not really necessarily like any other order. But I did put the 2 excursions first.
All right. Fantastic. So let's start in the bottom row. Let's start with a really fun project that is from Debbie O'Neill, and it is called a snackle box. Have y'all heard of these? Where it's a tackle box, but it's filled with snacks, so it's a snackle box. This is a great summer project or for road trips or for car trips, and that's from Debbie O'Neill, and I know everyone's going to love that one. That's a simple permanent vinyl project, and the kids are going to love it, your kids or your grandkids. Super fun. And then next to it, we have from Elena Anderson, we have her National Park scrapbook layouts. So if you're a big national parks person, you're going to love this project. It's great for recording all those memories of your summer travels with your family to the national parks. And I know she has a bonus where she has some other cool scenes too. I think she has like a mountain scene and something else. So if you're a scrapbooker, you'll love that one. And then we have Kelly's Vacation Countdown Fridge Magnet, which is super cute. This is like print and cut, and then it's got holographic on it, and then you can use that dry erase marker, and you can just keep writing your countdown for your family vacation and stick it on your fridge. So
I love that one, and Kelly's here in the chat. Like, yes, I just think that one has got so much fun potential.
Kelly's always here in the chat with us hanging out. She's awesome.
We love her.
You know, Kelly, it's funny, Kelly, I watched your Kelly did the coolest YouTube video. Jen, maybe we can link to her channel in the description. She is an amazing Cricut crafter, but she's also just a really cool general crafter.
She is
And
so good at the
she was
YouTube
going
too.
to Comic-Con, which I'm not familiar with, but it's like one of those conventions where like all the people dress up in cool comic-y stuff and characters. She made this. Have you seen it, Jen? She made
Yeah.
this dragon head mask, and she
Yep.
made all of the scales by
Oh, I
hand
thought
and
it was
colored
so
them.
cool. Like that
Oh,
just
it
took
was.
Kelly was cool in my book before that, but then I saw
Yeah,
that I'm like, oh my gosh, she's like so much cooler than I even knew.
I know that it was. It was really cool. So if you want to see someone make a ridiculously complex project and make it look cool and interesting, check out Kelly's YouTube channel.
Usually
We'll
your
get the
stuff
link
is
for
pretty
that.
quick though.
Oh, I know,
Okay,
but I
keep
just
going, keep going. Oops,
okay.
I
Keep
keep
going. Sorry.
adjusting that.
All right. Pigskins and pigtails in the bottom right. That's Jennifer Sanderson, and she's going to show us how to screen print these car coasters. So that is not vinyl; that is screen printed onto the car coaster. And even if you're not jazzed about car coasters, you will learn how to screen print with your Cricut, which is super cool and
They are
adventurous.
so. Did you notice that today we have kind of a little bit of a road trip theme going?
Yes, we do. I did
Yep,
notice
we've got
that.
the car coasters, the countdown. We've got the, in your car, you bring the snackle box. Okay,
Yes.
keep going.
Then let's go. Let's go straight up from the car coasters, and that's Kelsey from Dinosaur Mama, and she made these really cool travel bookmarks. And she's going to be showing you how to use the foiling tool, and she's going to use holographic vinyl. So that's super cool. Then one over is everyone knows Sarah Edwards from Craft with Sarah, and she's made this gorgeous road trip layered paper craft. Again, our road trip theme, I guess, for the day. And of course, she gives you, different variations, and she shows you how to make this dimensional project that can be framed or, to commemorate a road trip. And then if you see she's got like there's sort of a brown paper frame around it, you can use any kind of decorative paper in the back to enhance the project. So that's super cool too. And then if we go to the top left corner, that's what our first excursion today, and that is with Bale Ansari of Just One More Project, and she is going to be introducing you to the world of laser crafting, which is super cool. So remember, excursions are deep dives into topics. They're not necessarily about making a project, but if you're interested in laser crafting, she's your girl. And then right next to it, we have adventures into, what does that say? I can't see.
Caesar.
Oh, that's right. No, I know, but I couldn't read the word into. Adventure
Oh,
into crafting with Caesar. So we all know our Cricuts and we love them, but there are other companies that make cutting machines and they all have different, benefits to them. Caesar makes incredible vinyl. It's actually the only vinyl that I use, heat transfer vinyl that I use. They also make an amazing cutting machine and they have their own design software. So Courtney Brickner from the Crafty Brick is going to be showing us how to use a Caesar cutting machine to make these really cool road trip travel games. So yeah, road trip theme today. Look at
yeah.
us.
Barbara has the Romeo. So when Caesar came out with the Juliet and the Romeo, I was thinking that like the Juliet was going to be their cutting machine and the Romeo was going to be their heat press. Because like
Mm.
Romeo brings the heat, right? Like the romantic
Oh boy.
relationship. Yeah,
Oh,
so I
okay.
was
All
thinking
right.
that that would be like kind of where they were going with it, and it just turns out that the Romeo I think is like a little bit bigger version than the Juliet, which works too. But I was a little disappointed because I had that in my mind.
Yes,
All
that
right.
that was very clever. Do you want to switch
Yes.
back, Jen, to
Well, so what I'm going to do
the
here is I'm just going to quick show you guys. We're going to introduce our guest. So I have a slide. So this is Michelle Price. So Michelle is from Bits and Pieces Paper Lab. This is her second year as a tour guide here, and she is one of the people that we see her projects like keep showing up in the Facebook group over and over again. People love them. They love kind of doing their own variations. She makes it really easy. I've seen several different Disney, or a couple different Disney versions of the Passport book now, which is fun. But
Mm-hmm.
I love some of these things that people are saying in the group. So what you're seeing is there's the Sunset on the Beach pop-up card right there. And then she has in the VIP pass, she has a version with the lighthouse that's right to the left of it. So
Mm-hmm.
Cheryl she's actually from Minnesota. She actually did a version of this because we have Split Rock Lighthouse. And so she kind of did a version that didn't use the whale because it's more Minnesota, but it really does just work. And I love how people are taking these things and making them their own. So yeah, and this quote down here was super funny. I may or may not have stayed home from work today to complete.
Oh yeah, I
So
saw that one. I asked her if she wanted us to write her a note to excuse her.
And I'm on top of that. Yeah. So let's go ahead and we're going to invite Michelle right on here. And there she is.
Hi. There she is. Hi, Michelle.
Hi. Hello.
Thank you
Good
for
morning.
being here with us. Good morning.
Thanks
it's so
for
nice of you
having
to join
me.
us. Thank you.
So Michelle came on
Absolutely.
she came on just a little bit before this just so we can kind of like work out like the logistics, and I just couldn't I like wanted to start quizzing her right then because I'm just so excited to like meet you and kind of talk to you a little bit about kind of how you got started, your inspiration for what you do, because every single time like you just bring it, like every time, like we've had this twice now, and each project that you've done, because you've done it for both Bits and Pieces Paper Lab, but you're also the speaker for 12 by 12 cardstock. So each event, your projects are just stand out, so fun to see, and we get really excited about them. So we're
You're
very,
being way
very
too
happy.
nice to me.
No. We're
No,
so
it's
happy
true.
to
And
have you here.
we're lucky because we get 2 projects from you, each event, because you bring one for 12 by 12 cardstock shop and you bring one for your own company, Bits and Pieces Paper Lab. So it's really cool. I don't know if people know that both of them are yours, but they are, and it's awesome.
I know. I feel like I should have an alter ego and like wear a disguise, and like be someone else for 12 by 12 cardstock shop and see if people would notice. I thought that would be so funny.
Oh, it would
Yeah.
be funny. The 12 by 12 cardstock girl. I'm not sure how you'd swing the alter ego. It'd have to be all paper, but it'd be fun.
I'll make myself a paper disguise. No, I'm
Yep.
on that.
Everyone's saying good morning to you in the chat, Michelle. Everyone's super excited that you're here.
Morning.
You're kind of a celebrity. Okay, so tell us a
Oh,
little
stop.
bit. Well, tell us to our world. So tell us a little bit about like how you got started doing this.
Okay, well, I actually started when I was dating my husband, and he has my sister-in-laws. We ended up getting married. My sister-in-laws are a little older than me, and they invited me over. I was just real young. They invited me over to rubber stamp cards, and I thought that's kind of an old lady thing to do. But I went and I made a card, and I was like, what? This world exists? I was just like blown away. So, I mean, I signed up for Stampin' Up. I was a Stampin' Up demonstrator for years. I just went 140% in. I loved it. And so I did that for several years. And then I got a job working at Pazzles. I don't know if you guys have heard of Pazzles.
Yeah, I have. Yeah.
It was actually the first cutting machine that came out before Cricut and Silhouette. So I worked for them, and I was the craft room editor. So I did marketing, and I designed hundreds and hundreds of files. So
Wow.
it became just so easy because I made so many of them. So I did that for several years, and then I took a break from the craft world and worked for a big website doing marketing. And then I started working for 12 by 12 cardstock shop, and I get to be a marketer and play with paper. So it's very fun. I love it.
That
sounds like the perfect fit for you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It is,
that is
actually.
so cool.
Yeah.
That is so
Yeah.
cool. No wonder your projects are so, because they look complex, but they're not when you actually go through them. We've had many crafters tell us that your projects are so easy to make. So that just, speaks to your experience in designing them. That's really cool.
Yeah, I've done a lot of them. So, yep.
I love that.
Yeah.
You're constantly, like, again, your projects just really stand out to us. In fact, Amy and I've mentioned before that we were planning on doing some kind of passport thing for this adventure, just like vaguely it was one of our things. And then we saw your project picked for the passport, and we were like, yeah, no, we can't top this. Like, it's just not. There's no way. Like, there's nothing we can do. So it was just like this throwdown, like, oh my gosh, this is the thing. I loved it.
I started
love it.
designing that. And I had like one thing in mind, and then I was like, what if I add this? What if I add this? And it just kept getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger because it was so much fun. And I don't have little kids, but I totally intend to use that on my next trip for myself. So.
Oh, totally.
Yeah.
I saw the little adventures. I'm like, oh, no way. This is mine. So,
Yeah.
Right.
She's not kidding either. It's just the coolest thing ever. I love it.
So
Thank
Michelle,
you.
every single time we see your projects, it's just like they are so creative. How and you're so prolific. So how do you come up with all these different ideas?
Well, part of the thing is that because I work full time, I save ideas. So I have a whole, I use Trello, but I save my ideas, I pin them. So when I actually have time to create, I've got things on deck that I've just been waiting to make. So, and also because I work in the creative industry and I have to be constantly creative, I think I've just like learned how to take inspiration from everywhere. So I'll be at Target and I'll see a t-shirt and I'll be like, oh, I love the combination of those two
Mm-hmm.
fonts, and I take pictures of
Yeah.
everything. I
I
remember
do too.
last year at Easter, I saw this Easter basket at TJ Maxx, and it was like a felt Easter basket, and something about like the way the lattice and the flowers, I was like, I have to make that into a card. So I think I'm
Uh,
just obsessed, and that helps.
But you're
yeah,
kind of taking the idea, something you see visually, and you're filtering it through like what you do and your own personal sense of style and the things that you like, and then you're coming out with this amazing cardstock thing. So do you ever do anything other than cardstock?
Not really. I mean, I do sew. I know how to sew, and I used to sew a lot when I was younger, when my kids were younger. But now it's all paper for me. I did some vinyl projects at Christmas time, but I just love paper. So if I'm gonna craft, I want to play with paper.
It does
there's
seem like. Oh, keep going. Is
oh
there a
no, I was
question?
gonna say no, there's a few questions for Michelle whenever you want to get to those.
Oh, well, I kind of forgot what I was going to say now. So,
Oh, okay. I
um,
I can go ahead and ask one
okay.
if you don't mind. We
No.
have the question: what software do you use to design your projects?
So because I worked at Puzzles, I have the Puzzles software, and I know
Mhm.
that by heart. So that's actually what I use. I
Oh, okay.
design it in my Puzzles software, which you can't even
Mhm.
buy anymore.
Mhm.
Yeah,
But so that's kind of the wrong answer, but that's how I do it.
it's
So I
not a
design
wrong.
it there, and
No, it's
We like
whatever.
I
to know
just
these
know
things.
it so well that
Hmm.
and it's similar to like Inkscape. I know a lot of people use that. So it's similar to
Hmm.
that. And then I pull it into Illustrator and make my final edits and do all that. So I kind of use a combination of things.
Oh, that's awesome. And
Yeah.
then we had a question from April. She said, "Can you add more envelopes to the passport?"
Oh, I
Like,
think yeah, you could. The only issue you would have is the bulkier it gets, that back fold might start to. I'm trying to think that through. I think you'd have to just test it because
hmm
as you start stuffing stuff in, it's going to get pretty bulky. And what holds it together is that back little lip. And I think it would start to get too much for that. But
right.
I would say it's really easy to test that because you can just slide them in without gluing anything. See how many you can add and like shove some things in the pockets to make it bulky and test it out and see. I bet you could add at least two or four more.
That's a good
That's,
idea.
yeah.
That's a
Yeah.
great idea.
So
And I got one more question.
you
One
can
more
keep
question.
going.
Um, Michelle, when you get a chance, will you show us the really cool pop-up box that you did for our event this year? Because I didn't
Yes.
know that that was a card, and I don't know if I'm the only one, but that's so cool. Just
I
Yeah,
thought that
so
was like the coolest thing.
this is it. It folds flat. So this is what it looks like
uh-huh.
flat, and then it pops up, so it
That
can
is the
sit on
coolest
a
thing.
little counter.
Isn't
I
that
love that.
fun?
Yeah.
So you can
Thank
mail
you.
it to somebody, and then they'll
Yeah, and
have
they can
And
just
something
then
great to
that will be
display.
such a surprise for them then.
yeah, I
That's
love
really
that.
Yeah,
fun. Does the sun kind of come forward a little bit?
yeah. It's on a piece of acetate, so it floats.
Oh, fun. Look at
Mm,
that. I
Yeah,
I
do
and
do
then
love the
this is
layers in
the
paper crafting. Oh, and then the
this is the
birds come
coastal
forward
one,
too.
and the birds. Yeah, the birds float. So yeah,
Oh, see, I couldn't see that in the original
I
picture,
can't.
and that
I'm
is so
having a hard
cool.
time. It's
I
I
know
know
backwards.
it's
I'm having a
basically
hard
if you put it
time.
in front of your face down a little bit, it shows up.
that's
Yeah.
incredible.
Oh, that is so fun.
Yeah, yeah, those are fun. I'm gonna make a bunch more because I love these. So I'm excited. I have more ideas to make.
So
So
I'm
yeah,
noticing that you're using like pattern cardstock. So is all your cardstock from 12 by 12 cardstock?
it is. Yep. Yeah. We have our main focus is cardstock and specialty paper. That's really like what we zone in on. But then we do have some pattern paper as well. It's just not really our focus. But we have Doodlebug, we have Simple Stories, Echo Park, Cardavella, American Crafts. I think that's it. We get most of the new lines for those companies.
But
Yeah.
Amy did show off. Okay, watch this. Look at, I have it too. Okay, but mine is open because I've been using it a bunch because
Well,
I
I
just
have an
love it.
open one, but this one's prettier. So this is the one that
So
I like
you
to.
have two, so you can have the big one.
Yes, I have a messy one and a pretty one.
Okay,
But it cuts.
Mine's
it
all
cuts so
messy,
well.
but I have
oh,
the-
she has the swatch pack. I want that.
I know. I need a
Yeah.
swatch. I need a swatch pack.
Yeah.
I
Okay,
like
so
the
that
swatch.
is easier when it fans out because I'm sitting here. I have to say, so there are so many colors, and I love this, but I was going through here. I'm like, ooh, there's like seriously so many different pinks, and I was kind of having to like page through them a little bit to see the one that I wanted, and which was just fine. But then I was like, ooh, I'm gonna bend something by accident. So
Yeah.
at some point,
I
here, I'm
love
probably
the
gonna-
swatch book. This is why I love the swatch book, because sometimes I'll just like fan it out and just start messing with colors and try to find cool color combinations. I don't know if you guys do this, but I get stuck in color ruts where I find a color combination I love and then I'll just keep using the same thing over and over.
I do.
So this is fun because you can easily, look at the like, oh, I want to use this green, and then I can just figure out what looks pretty with it. And
Yeah.
Oh,
that's
so
awesome.
that's why
cool.
I love the swatch book. Yeah.
And
Okay,
for
so-
reordering, are the colors labeled in the swatch book? Because if you want to reorder
Yep.
on the website, it's the easiest way to know the exact name.
All right.
Because their
I need
website
one of
is
them.
massive with all the stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It does
These
help.
are, I think they're
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I think these are $12.95, so they're not that expensive. So
Yeah.
I think having the physical right there with the colors, and honestly, when I never thought about that, like coordinating them together in small pieces, because I'm always like, well, whatever pink I want and whatever yellow I want. And you're right. There's like so many different tonalities and value differences that really make something look professional if they're. So to be able to really match a couple of colors that look just right to you is like, that's really cool.
it's also a little challenging to order cardstock online just because everybody's monitors are different. So we make every
Yes.
effort to make the color true to what it is online. But if your monitor's off, you're not going to really know. And so it's nice to have these because then you can figure that out. The other thing I do with this is if I'm like working with a pattern paper, if I have a pattern paper I love to use, that I want to use, then I can easily like figure out which cardstock matches it instead of getting out all my paper.
That's
And
cool.
Joyce was asking, are all the colors that are in the giant pack, are they in that swatch book?
Yes, except we added 6 new colors about 2 months ago. And so the 6 new colors are not in the swatch books and not in the pack, but you can buy them as singles or 25 packs online. So
Gotcha.
what's in here is what's in the pack,
Okay.
but there's actually 6 additional colors
There's
too.
more.
Okay. That makes
Yeah.
sense.
So Susan wants to know, does the textured paper cut well on Cricut?
Oh my gosh.
I know the answer to this
Let
one.
me tell you. Okay, obviously it's clear that I love paper and I love paper that cuts well. And so when we started, this is 12 by 12 Cardstock Shop's in-house brand. When we started working on paper, I was test cutting and test cutting and test cutting. And I kept telling them, it's not quite right. It's not quite right. I want to be able to cut the tiniest things you can imagine and not have it tear. I want it to be perfect. And so I just kept saying, nope, nope, nope. And then finally we just like totally nailed it. So I don't know if you can see the tiny little thin lines
Wow.
Oh,
on this. But
my
I mean,
God.
this is just a piece. This has got glitter behind it, but you can see how tiny. Let's see if I have another example. I guess I don't
That's
really have
crazy.
anything here, but yeah.
Wow.
And on my beach card, like the little flip-flop
And the sandals.
straps, those are tiny. I mean,
Yeah.
that's what I it's so much fun to just be able to like design and imagine something and then just know that you can cut it out. So
Not have the limitations.
I'm obsessed clearly with that paper.
I will say that there are certain
That's really
fonts
cool.
I avoid, like the one that you showed there on the card, where they have a
Mhm.
slight connection. Like I avoid those often because that's where they tear,
Yeah.
is the
Yep.
connection.
Yeah, you should
So
try it with Encore. You
no
might be
limitations.
surprised.
Well,
Yeah.
so I knew the answer to the does it cut well because I've tried it and it cuts really, really well.
Yeah.
Like I kind of avoid cardstock projects a little bit because it does tear for me and I just get frustrated. And so yeah, this is going to be really cool. I'm excited. I'm going to make more stuff.
A lot of people don't realize how much the quality of cardstock matters. And so, you can buy cardstock anywhere, but the quality cardstock really makes a difference. It will 100%
It
change the
does.
game when you can just trust that your paper is going to cut.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
Rosanna's
Yeah.
asking, is the paper textured on both sides or just one side? And which side do you
Um,
cut on?
it's textured. I guess it is smooth on the back. It's got a little bit of a texture because it's just kind of like the debossing, but I cut with the textured side up and it does just fine.
Okay, textured side up.
So this is the swatch book for the Encore line. Now, do you have any other swatch books with your products? Somebody was asking.
Um, we don't,
Actually, it was
well,
Susan. Susan
oh,
asked.
yep. Mhm.
She's like all in. She's like, yeah. Actually,
Well, so we used to carry Basil ones as well, but they discontinued them, so we don't have access to those. We have a few on our website, but what we have is all that's left because they've discontinued them. But we also have, okay, ready? Dun dun dun. We also have a glitter
you are so one
line.
of us. The dot
I
dot
just
dot for
love
paper.
paper.
Oh
So
wow.
this is our sequin glitter. I don't know if it'll show up, but it's like
Ooh.
actually little sequins. And this cuts
I was just
really
gonna
good
say,
too.
so
Like,
this is the Encore too. So this cuts well as well. Because
yeah,
I've had
I wish I
problems cutting
had,
glitter paper.
yeah, no, even this with the little sequins will cut. It doesn't cut as good as the textured paper, but it cuts really good. And then we have a regular glitter line as well. So,
Ooh.
yeah. So this has all the glitter papers in it. We have glitter, regular glitter, which is called Glitter Luxe, and then sequin glitter, and then we have like a gradient glitter. It's
Ooh.
hard to tell on this little
Oh, I can see the
swatch,
purple
but
though, like the
here's a big
gradient.
sheet of it. Yeah,
Oh, look at that. That's so pretty.
yeah.
Did you use that for your sunset on the beach?
No, I did not. I
Because
should have. That
it
would have been
matches the
smart.
colors really well. Like,
So actually, I know we're going to talk about this in a minute, but we just launched subscription boxes, and the next box is called Summer Sunset, and this kind of inspired the whole kit. This beautiful color palette.
Oh
So
my gosh, that is
wait,
yeah,
incredible.
I want it. I want
yep,
it. I need it. It's
it's so
done.
Oh my
fun.
gosh. I actually because 12 by 12 Cardstock Shop is a sponsor of our event, we have a special coupon code if anyone's interested. So I
Oh,
put
it's in
that
the
in the chat.
description.
Yeah,
Oh, and it's in
yeah,
the
it is.
description too.
But sometimes it's hard to find in the description. So I put it in the chat also.
Yeah.
Awesome, thank
Okay,
you.
so actually what I am going to do is quickly, just since we're on it, I'm going to show another slide. So we do have giveaways of the swatch book. Well, Michelle, do you want to tell us about the giveaways?
Yes, so we have two separate giveaways from 12 by 12 Cardstock Shop. The first is that giant brick of paper that you've seen
Mhm.
cameoed every morning. So you can win one of those for yourself. And then we also have uh, the same thing, a giant brick of paper plus a swatch book. So you can enter both of those for two chances to win. And then I have a personal giveaway for my personal project, which is the Lumberjack Dad project. And that is a card kit that teaches you how to make, I think there's 6 different ways to make wood grain backgrounds, and then comes with cut files and bonus cards for masculine Father's Day love-inspired cards.
Love it, love it, love it. So those people can enter those by going to the course platform, and there's actually the giveaway section, and then they can go through and register for each of those. So good luck to you guys on that one.
Yes.
All right. So Michelle, tell us kind of like what you are working on. Is there any something that's coming up, or is there something that you want to just tell us about? I mean, the subscription box is
Yeah.
really, really cool.
I am so excited about the subscription boxes. So our first one just launched this month, and what we do is we choose an encore color palette of 5 colors, and then we just build a whole box around it. So this month's is called Dear Old Dad, and it's kind of a green and yellow and gold inspired kit, and everything is curated and coordinated, so you can just purchase it and know that everything's going to match. You don't have to worry about trying to match things online. And then, so you get the kit, it comes with free shipping, and based on how you pick, if you do 1 month, 3 months, or 6 months, you'll get a discount. The longer you go, the bigger discount. And then it comes with a free class, so a bonus class of SVGs.
That is so cool.
Oh, that's cool.
So this month it's kind of masculine inspired. So this is a vintage car slimline card.
Oh, like that
And
one.
then this is a faker shaker. I don't know if you can see the shaker part of that, but
Oh, that's really cool.
it's kind of like Roaring Twenties inspired.
Oh, look at how cool that is.
This is probably my favorite because you can see that sequin glitter.
Wow.
Ooh, I
And look
love
at those
that one.
cuts. Look at those cuts of those like star
Yeah.
bursts. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and her little
That's crazy.
Oh,
eyelashes.
and
I don't know if
you
you
can see the
her
line for-
eyelashes.
Oh my gosh.
That's
Wow.
amazing.
And then this one, and then this one. So this comes with the kit. You get the SVG files, and then there's a video class that goes with it as well. So we're super excited about these. I think it's just, we really want to like cater to Cricut cutters because it is challenging to find cardstock that will cut. And so we put together kits that cut, and it comes with a free project. So we'll
That's
have
super cool.
just a few more days to grab this one. It ends at the end of the month, and then we'll switch over to the summer sunset.
Right. So they're limited.
Mhm.
Oh
They
man,
are.
that gets
Oh,
me
that's
every
cool.
time.
Yeah, I love that. Super cool. Super cool.
So a couple questions. So people are
Mhm.
loving all the, like especially the glitter papers. So Kim wants
I
to know, is
know.
the glitter smooth?
No, it's got a texture. So the Glitter Luxe, it's textured.
So it's almost like
it's
it
just-
really is glitter.
Yeah.
Like I love that.
Yep. And then the ones that we're calling the gradient multicolored, it's a smoother. It still has a bit of a texture, but it's like really fine sandpaper. It's a no shed glitter, so it's real glitter paper, but it doesn't have chunks of glitter, if that makes sense. It's hard to show that online, but
It is. I'm kind of
But yeah,
fascinated
it's-
by the
it's real
whole
glitter
business of paper. Like, you talk about like designing paper. Like, so I would
Yeah.
assume that you're trying to figure out like how much, I don't know. I don't even know how you would do that. Like paper pulp? Like how do you make it like easier to cut?
there's some things that actually do that. It depends on the way that it's dyed. Paper that's mushy will not cut well, and so we have to make sure that it's created like dyed properly. And then the other thing is like the coating on top. So some of the cheaper paper that you'll buy, they make it smooth by like almost like plywood. It's like the plywood of paper where they compress it and then they put like a
Yes.
plastic veneer over the top, and that will just like tear and split when you cut it. So it really is about how it's made. Yeah.
Oh, that's so
And we
cool.
don't make it, we order it, but
Well,
we
yeah,
have a
but you helped,
manufacturer
like
that
you
makes
guys
it,
worked
but
with
yeah,
them to figure out like
Right,
the right
yeah.
consistency, and
yeah,
that is
Yeah.
so cool.
it's
Right.
I
fun,
think
yeah.
that'd be really fun.
And we have a big warehouse in Utah, which is unfortunately it's not open to the public.
I was just
but
gonna say, can I have a tour?
yeah,
Or
I know. I was
field
like,
trip.
last time I was down there, I was like, can you just put a cot in here and I'll just like sleep here with the paper? I would be so happy to do that. And my boss is like, no, you need to go to a hotel.
Like, go home, please.
Yeah, yep.
That's so funny.
Oh, that's awesome.
So,
Oh,
does
Jane
the
is
glitter
here.
fall
Hi, Jane.
off?
No, so that's what's another thing that's so cool about it. The Glitter Luxe, which is the regular glitter, I'll occasionally have like 1 or 2 flecks come off when I'm cutting, but it's definitely not gonna like destroy your mat, or you really won't even see it on the mat. You'll see maybe 1 or 2 flecks. The sequin glitter sheds slightly more. It never ruins my mat, but I notice if you cut and it like cuts a sequin in half, that sequin will usually fall
that
off. And so
Completely makes sense.
yeah,
that makes
so but it's definitely like, I'm talking, if you cut a big project, you're gonna have like maybe 3 flecks of glitter on your mat. So it's virtually no shed.
How does it work for folding? or even the textured. So somebody asked how the textured
Oh, the
paper
texture
folded.
folds great. Yeah. I'm trying to see if I have, I don't want to fold my swatch, but do I have
No.
another piece? I don't think I have a piece handy, but I'm
That's
trying
just
to think
fine.
if I've ever folded it. I don't, I'll have to answer that question and I'll come back and answer in the comments after I test it.
That sounds
Okay.
good. Perfect.
And
'Cause now I'm
Kim is
curious.
asking, do you cut face up or down? And I think you said you cut textured side up. Is that right?
Yeah, even on the glitter I do. Yeah.
Even on the glitter.
Yep.
So pretty side up, pretty much.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Wow. That's
And
cool.
then you don't have to mess with like mirroring your designs. I always
Mhm.
mess that up. So.
I do too. I have to say, I'm like one of the like I don't really read really super closely directions because I feel like I like and it screws me over a lot because I like to kind of figure stuff out, but then I don't actually follow the
Yeah.
instructions and then I ruin things. But I do love just playing with things, and I do love just pulling colors together and trying all the different things. So having like this big, I mean, this is like kind of candy in a kit, all that color
Yes.
for somebody who's creative.
Yeah.
So awesome. So
We
it sounds like a
launched
lot
that
of people in the
paper.
chat. Sorry?
Yeah. We launched that paper September of last year, so it's been what, like 6 months? I've gone through 4 complete packs.
Oh my God. Wow.
I just can't stop. I mean, I make stuff for work, but also just personally, I just cannot stop using it. So, yeah.
And
I
what
love
glue do
it.
you use, Michelle? Like gluing layers together? What are your go-tos for as someone who's
Fairly
not a big
Arts glue.
Okay, I have
Yeah.
that.
I don't have it handy, but it's got a really fine
Ooh,
tip
have.
applicator, so you can perfect. Yes. So you
Yeah.
can glue little tiny pieces. So that's why I love
Put a little
that
pin
glue.
in mine.
Yep.
Yeah, I have some of that upstairs. I really like that glue.
Yeah.
I like the
And
little
it's even a
applicator.
finer like applicator than this too. Doesn't it have one that has like a little bit of a needle to it almost?
Yes. Yeah. It's tiny. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
And
cool.
Sonia's asking, does the Encore paper work for paper flowers?
Yes. Yeah. It's 80 pounds. So I wish I would have known all these questions before because I have all these like samples.
I gave
here
her
we
like
go.
3 questions. I'm like, we don't really have that many
No, well,
questions.
we didn't know that this was going to be so awesome.
I
So
know. This is made with Encore, so this is a
Oh,
small
that's
one, but
pretty.
yeah, you can shape the petals and it
Mhm.
does just fine. So yeah,
Oh my
Wow.
gosh, I love that.
yeah.
I'm gonna forget. I'm gonna throw all my faux leather in the garbage, and I'm gonna switch to cardstock. No, I'm
Oh,
just
well,
kidding.
guess what?
You are not.
We have
Whatever.
faux leather cardstock too.
What?
Do I
You
have that
do?
sample here?
I did not expect that.
I
I
don't
did
know where
not
that
expect
is,
that.
but yeah, we do. We have paper that looks like leather, and you can't even tell that it's not leather.
Oh, then I could use that to make my tote covers that are
Yeah.
suitcases for next year for the
Yes.
adventure. My little
Yes.
Oh, that's
dream-
right.
I
Your
want to do
dream
ones that look like
box.
suitcases for
I
next
wish I
year.
had it right here.
And that would be
We'll
perfect.
have to
I don't.
chat about that, Michelle, because I do
Yeah,
want to do.
it's cool stuff.
Yeah, that sounds awesome. I had no idea we were gonna talk so long about cardstock.
So there were
That's one of the
several
things
projects. Yeah.
Oh,
go
sorry.
ahead.
I was gonna say that's one of the things that at 12 by 12 Cardstock Shop, we're super committed to just having every single kind of paper that you can imagine. So we have faux leather paper. We have wood paper that's actually made with real wood. We have So Silk, which has silk fibers in it. We have
Wow.
mulberry paper and all kinds of glitter. I mean,
Wow.
we're constantly looking for new papers, and you can suggest them to us too. So you can always just send me a message if there's something that you want us to add. We will totally find it. So
Oh, everyone's worried I'm going to throw away my faux leather. I promise I'm not. I'm just joking around. But it's always fun. When I was a kid, I used to love cutting paper. I would cut paper and I would make I would try to replicate a photo, like a photo of a person using different cut up shapes of
wow.
paper. So kind of collage, I guess, more. I did
did
a lot
not
of
know
that,
that.
but just with scissors. And I really
Wow.
enjoyed doing that. So, but I'm not really a cardstock cutter with my Cricut or paper cutter with my Cricut.
Well, now you can be.
I know. It's so exciting.
I hope I've convinced you.
You did get us
Oh, yeah.
really super excited about paper. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the 12 by
It's
12
not hard for
website.
me
I'm
to
gonna
get
go like
excited about
after this and
paper.
go check it all out.
Oh yeah,
because I
their
had no
website
idea you had all of that.
fantastic. Yeah, it's really cool.
Oh,
Kathy's asking, do you have holiday paper?
absolutely. Yep. Every holiday. Yeah.
Oh,
Huh.
that's
Yeah.
so
We
cool.
have pattern paper for all the holidays. And then one thing
Oh,
that we do that's fun, like we have a Christmas glitter pack. So it's got like red, green, and white glitter, and you can just buy the pack and get all the Christmas
hmm.
colors. So
And is Sunshine is saying that she says, now I know why Dreaming Tree uses Encore paper. Is Dreaming Tree
hmm
using your paper? Wow.
they are. Yeah. Yeah. We
We
were
want to try and
supplying,
get them for next year.
yeah. Yeah. I can hook you up with that. I know
Really?
Dreaming Tree well.
Because my
Yeah,
mom like loves dreaming. Like I have done so
Yeah.
many dreaming, like put them into Cricut Design Space for her because she just loves all their designs too.
Their
yeah, that
stuff
would
is
be awesome.
incredible.
She's big into paper. She loves your designs too. So especially
Oh,
last
thank
summit, the
you.
purse, I think. Maybe she didn't do the purse, but I know that that was one that she was really excited about because that is like the
That's so
so
fun.
you might not even remember it. You did a little beach bag with a lei and little sunglasses, and that was
I do
so
remember that.
cute.
Oh, that
Yeah,
was
That's
so
a fun one.
popular too.
it
So
was.
many people made those.
Yep.
Yeah.
That was a
Yeah,
fun
and
lot.
one.
that's actually part of the replays. So if you guys didn't get last year's VIP and you do want to go
Mhm.
back and watch some of those, you can go ahead and we have a replay um, this year that you guys can purchase.
Right. You can purchase like last year's event. So it has all the presentations and all the SVGs in the event that were used. Some things were taken out, like time limited bonuses and things like that. So it is a reduced cost from last year, but that's been really popular. We've been offering that this year. If someone buys this year, they can add last year also, and that's been really popular.
But
So
I'm
my
just
little
thinking,
vintage camper from last year
yeah.
is in there. That was really popular.
So I'm just
So
thinking, I wonder if there's probably some people that didn't get the VIP pass, but that would probably like to get that from the videos from last year.
oh yeah, I think we have a link to that, Jen. You can always share that link maybe in the description,
Let
or
me look. Let me look. Let me look.
lots of Dreaming Tree fans. We got to
Yeah.
get on that for next year, Jen.
Well, now we have a
We're fans
connection.
of Dreaming Tree too. So
Yeah,
that, yeah,
now
we're big
we
fans of
have a
them too.
connection.
We have it in. This is how it works, guys. This is it. This is actually it in like real time. See, we
Yes,
know somebody who knows somebody who knows
yes.
somebody, and you guys know somebody. Actually, so it has been so fun, Michelle, to get to know you like better. I think we all see these tutorials and they're just pretty one-sided, or we see the projects and we kind of get to know a little bit through your projects, but to actually talk to you has been so much fun.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It's been fun being here. I'll talk about paper all day long. I mean, let's go for 3 more hours. It's fun.
I think they'd probably be up for it in the chat too.
I know this is beyond. Everyone's still talking about Dreaming Tree. That's so funny. Thank you so much, Michelle. We'll have to have you on again if you'd like to during the regular year where we meet on Wednesdays and we
Yeah, absolutely.
chat about crafts.
Well, sure.
and
I'm sure
coffee.
she'll have done like 25 new things by then, and it'll be like next month.
No,
So
that would be so fun.
that was such a
I
good
wish I
tip
could
about
figure
keeping a
out
list
how.
too.
Oh, I wish I could figure out how to not need sleep. I mean, my life would just be so much better if I could just not sleep. I could do so
Yeah.
much more.
That is true.
Yeah, I think we're all on board with that one.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay,
Everyone,
well, we
nice
will.
to meet you.
Yep, it was
Thanks
wonderful
for
to meet
having
you.
me.
Yep.
Thank you so much.
All right. So, Amy,
I just want to play with my big pack of cardstock today. Do I have to do anything else, or can I just do that?
well, you're kind of in charge of this whole event, so I suspect there's other things that kind of come up. Although yesterday you surprised me and made the merch shop. Oh my gosh.
I know, it's so fun. There's other things we can make, Jen. So we have to like look at it and see. We can make. We got to do some squirrel designs because that's our thing. But we can play with it during the year, and then we can have
That's true.
our little merch shop.
Okay, but I kind of want to know. So they had a lot of things available. So I did eye the yoga pants, but we need to kind of find some other like products that you guys would want. So maybe over in the Facebook group should we, or maybe tomorrow we can ask for their ideas of like what other products they'd kind of like. Because there was a lot. There was like tumblers. There was hair scrunchies. There's
Mouse pads. Yeah.
Yeah,
notebooks,
there's a,
like notebooks. Yeah, lots of really cute things. And
of
we're
course,
so lucky
shirts
to
and
have Jen.
t-shirts.
Yeah, we have Jen's amazing designs. And what's cool is we can tell her, hey, can you make us a whatever? I think we should make a mug that's kind of like, how you make those cool thumbnails for the images of all of our YouTube videos, where
Uh-huh.
it's like me and you sitting at the desk, like a cute. Oh, I got some
You
things for
got
you
you
to
got
work on.
ideas already?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm gonna play
So,
with my cardstock, and you can make some things.
oh, people
Oh,
are already
squirrel hat.
giving us ideas. They're already saying they want t-shirts and let's see, mouse pads and yeah. Okay. So
Yeah.
actually, this is funny. So Jen wants to know what's with the squirrels.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to let you explain.
You're gonna let me explain? Well, I'm
Uh-huh.
I'm not I'm not the squirrel. So
I know
squirrel.
that's why you get to explain.
So I don't know if it originates from this movie. But it's one of my favorite Pixar movies called Up, and it's about the old man that lives in the little house, and they're building all the big developments around him, and he refuses to sell his house, and then he ends up attaching a bunch of balloons to his house, and he floats away. It's one of my favorite movies. But anyway, they have a dog on their adventure with them, and the dog gets distracted by squirrels. So the
All the
dog is
time.
always right. So the dog will
It's
be
like this.
saying something midstream, and then he says, "Squirrel." It's really funny. And his name is Doug, the dog, but it's spelled Dug. Anyway, love that movie. But it's just the idea of being distracted during a train of thought or a project or something like that. And Jen and I get distracted a lot. So we call that squirreling.
It is. And
Jen
actually,
more so than me, but
but you do it too. So
I
I
do.
do I do have I'm recently diagnosed ADHD or ADD. And so this is like I kind of love that I was because I think a lot of us creative people are. And so it's a kind of a bonding thing now. But it's just so easy to have so many things kind of inspiring you and so
Mhm.
many things pulling at your ideas and your consciousness. And it's so hard to just focus in on one thing and really
Mhm.
prioritize. But there's a lot, I mean, there's so many fun, sparkly, cool, awesome things in the world. And so especially I think in this world. So
Yes,
uh,
definitely. But that's
like,
that's where the squirrels came from.
it's
Yeah.
just so pretty.
So instead of being sort of annoyed with yourself for getting distracted, we're sort of celebrating that spirit of excitement, that you're so excited and you have so many things going on that, you squirreled, and
Right.
it's okay. Right.
It's totally okay. And actually, so that is true. Like as part of we decided to like go right in, like go in on it because we all do it. And the idea of like having so many creative ideas is like actually really, really cool.
Yeah.
To be able to connect things in ways that, other people can't connect them is really a superpower. I'm going
Right.
with it. So we've
Yeah.
doubled down here in the chat with you guys in the past. Everybody's like, yes, squirrel. And it just kind of became our own thing. So we
Right.
actually have squirrel and tell fairly
Yes.
frequently. And it's our
Squirrel
own
and
little
toe. We need a
segment.
mug for squirrel and toe. That's all I've got to say. We need a
Okay.
mug.
So now we have
But
a patch. We have this. We actually have two versions. So there's the I squirreled, and then I did an oops I squirreled again as well. But yeah, I mean it's just why not go like why not make it fun? We
right.
are who we are, and this is
Right.
us.
And
So
it's also kind of the spirit of the way we like to chat, because that I know there are other chats that have a structure and a format, and okay, we're going to talk about this, and then we're going to talk about this, but we like to just kind of just be ourselves, and we're happy that you find that entertaining and fun. And
yeah.
it's lots of squirreling, lots of
So yeah,
squirreling.
so that it isn't just an ADD thing.
Right.
Lots of people do it. I mean, it's just there's a lot of distractions. We all have like so
But
many tabs open.
but Jen, would you mind to recap for us, because we do have
Yes.
a lot of questions about giveaways?
Yes.
And we haven't been the best about announcing. We are drawing the winners. It's like the
Yeah, we
Seinfeld
are.
episode. You're good at taking the reservation, but we're not good at holding the reservation. So we're good at pulling the giveaway winners, but we're not good at announcing the giveaway winners. So if you want
Yes.
to
Well, actually,
recap that.
I don't actually have my list here. So-
Oh my gosh. It's the worst. But Susan has the list. Susan keeps us in line, and Susan has all the emails. So Susan's going to reach out to the winners.
okay,
So
I
we are
think too. I
drawing the
think what
winners.
Yeah, I think too what we'll do maybe is on the actual giveaway page, I'm just going to go and start the list of just
Okay.
who the winners are. So even if we
Okay.
forget to announce it, then you guys can go check that out. And right after this, I'm going to go and set up the giveaway for the next day, like which is today. I know
Catherine says, congratulations to the winners, whomever you may be. Oh my gosh.
you know
So
what, guys?
amazing.
This is Amy in Florida and me here, and we're doing like we're the fact that we like pulled this together
Oh my gosh.
is
I
and
know.
made it the event that it is awesome. At the same time, a little scary. So
Yes.
so
But we have Susan. We have Susan behind the scenes
we do.
keeping us in there she is. Whenever you see Cricut Crafting Adventure pop up, that's Susan. She's keeping us in track. Susan,
Yeah,
tell everyone that you're going to be emailing the winners to make them make them feel better. Sherry says Susan is a hero.
she is.
She is
She's
a
our
hero.
hero.
She is a hero. Did you see my rant yesterday in the Facebook group about being kind? That's
Uh-huh.
because someone was very mean to Susan and I wanted to go beat some booty. So I was
Yep.
very fired up about that.
I was like, wow, her mama bear came out today.
Yeah, it sure did. Look, she said she will be emailing all the winners. See? There we go.
Oh, there.
Oh, Michelle said thanks for having you. Of course. Thank you so much for being here.
Yeah, we are
Yeah.
super excited to do that. So, you guys, let us know. Like, you guys are here. Let us know over in the Facebook group, kind of, what your highlights for the last couple days are. I've got a post that says, "Hey, check this out,"
Mm-hmm.
because we want to know what your wins are. So, again, it might be as simple as, "Hey, I went and ordered cardstock." We're going to count that as a win for the summit because you did something different. You took a step towards something different. But
Yes.
I have a
I love it.
challenge kind of. So looking at today's, there's a lot of cool cardstock projects, but there's also a couple that have holographic vinyl. So I think it'd be really fun. I would love to have you guys post if you do something from today's like list,
Mm-hmm.
or if you just started kind of planning to do something from today's list. I think that would be really fun. So I was looking at it and yeah, I think so. Cardstock is kind of hard for me. So I might go ahead and just try some cardstock stuff today because I think that would be really cool. And I'm gonna look at it, I'm doing it. I'm gonna use my new paper.
You are doing it. I'm so proud of you.
And so,
That's awesome.
all right, how about you, Amy? What are you up to today?
What am I up to today? I'm not sure yet. I'll let you know. Do you remember for the Craft Fest? Was it the Craft Fest? I did. Oh, yes. Remember for the Craft Fest, I did the butterfly keychain.
Mhm.
And then I made a cardstock version of the butterfly keychain and I sealed it so that it would be like kind of stiff, like faux leather. I might try that with my motel keychain and some of the cardstock,
Ooh,
the Encore texture cardstock. I might
I
try
think that
that.
would be pretty cool.
And then I
I
have
think that
baseball later and cheer. It's a big day.
yes,
So,
it is a
yeah.
big day. Okay, so we are going to be back tomorrow. Um, Sorry, I got distracted because somebody said something about Procreate, and I zero in on that like right away. So before this chat started, Michelle and I were just talking about Procreate and about printing. We can design patterns and print on cardstock. So I can show you guys. I pulled this out for her. This is a pattern that I did. It's a Cricut tattoo pattern. So it's got the engraving tool with the little heart.
Um,
And you can't see it really well, but these are actually this is like the little handheld tools, and these are little cutting mats. And then this is my Cricut maker. so I
that
just
is so cool.
I did the design in Procreate and then just printed it out. So I actually kind of want to try that now with some of the textured cardstock because I bet it prints really good too.
I love that. Oh, couple questions. Can we use the stickers you designed to design so they can design their own mugs if they want to?
Absolutely.
Absolutely, yes.
Yep. In fact, you can do it in Canva really easy. And if you'll notice in the mug that I did the background with the Cricut. I actually created a pattern brush in Procreate, but those patterns are also available as part of my workshop. So you can just, if you guys grab those as kind of the backgrounds for the Procreate workshop, that's the actual pattern that I'm using for the mug. And then I just took the different sticker designs and threw it on there, so you can do that in Canva if you'd like. So
That's awesome. Love
yeah.
that. Yay. All
And
right. I
then,
guess
yes, okay, actually, Jackie asked if my Procreate class in June is different from the February class. So what I'm doing is it's a 4-week class, so I start it fresh, so it's going to be all new people. And then you're all starting at the same point. It's the beginning, so it is the same. It's the same videos, pre-recorded videos, but the lives are going to be live, and we're going to go through it together. So she actually asked that question twice, so that's why I wanted to get to that.
That's awesome. Do you want to mention just real quickly how you print on 12 by 12 cardstock or paper?
Oh,
with
sure.
your fancy
Actually,
printer?
I do that I have a Canon Crafters printer, but really any printer that prints 12 by 12 will work. But the cardstock is really, it's nice, this printer in particular, because it has the rear feed. And so if you've done stickers or cardstock, a lot of times, if you think about the printers, you have to like flip it over if it's got a tray. And so that's when it jams. So with the rear feed, it's just able to go right through
smoothly.
And yeah, actually, Canon has an app where you can just say you want it to print 12 by 12, and because it doesn't really work with the whole system dialog, but if you go through the app itself, then yeah, it just does it. So
that's really cool.
Yes, and my necklace was actually a gift from a friend. So
awesome! Yay!
Yeah, so lots of fun stuff today, you guys. You've really done, it's been so fun to have you here in the chat, and just talking to you. And I love that we've had guests, and that's been fun. And we have a couple more guests lined up for later in the week too.
Yay! I'm excited. It's been really fun this week.
All right. So again, Amy and I are super available over in the Facebook group. And then if you have a technical or customer service question, we are not the people to talk to. No, just so go ahead and send it to. Oh, look at my slide.
Oh, she's got the slide.
Go to help@cricutadventure.com. You'll talk to Susan or one of her girls that are super, super helpful, and they have the patience and they have the technical know-how to really kind of help you iron out anything that might have happened.
Yes.
From logins to anything else. So, look at I made it small.
Oh, look at that. Yay.
So now we can see your pretty face.
Look at that.
Amy, I'm still waiting for the Dreambox walk through those. So we're going to maybe do that tomorrow.
It is coming on. Well, I made a whole YouTube video on it, and it's going to be on Sunday.
But you were going to give us a sneak peek, I thought.
Yeah, it's back there. I did a whole YouTube video on it.
You're gonna make us wait for the premiere.
And I have to write the blog post, but I'll have the whole YouTube video and the blog post on Sunday after the event.
Cool.
But yes, I'm super excited to share my Dreambox. It's just kind of difficult with my camera setup to really get up and move things around,
and show hard.
Things. Yeah.
Yeah. And so plus I'm still figuring out all this technical camera stuff. So
yeah, that's my biggest drawback right now to being mobile in my craft room. But my YouTube video will be available. Yeah.
Everybody, I'm just paging through the chat and I don't get to see all of it while we're working on it, but you guys are so awesome. Everybody just is so I don't know. I feel like this chat is like one big hug. Whenever we're here, people are so nice and sweet and it just makes me feel so good. It's a great way to start the day, is hanging out with my crafty bestie over here.
Yep. Yep.
And you guys. So thank you so much for showing up.
Yep. Thank you so much. Enjoy your crafty day. Hope you get to do something fun today.